When doing squats, he always placed a knife right next to him, forcing himself to push past his limits. After his workouts, he had to swallow food laced with poison, hardening his body to become completely immune to toxins. Every afternoon, he not only endured the excruciating pain of being pinched and squeezed, but also had to hang off a balcony for 3 solid hours. All of this was to prepare for the brutal fate of going to prison. Fortunately, he was born wealthy and hired a martial arts master at great expense for daily one-on-one training. To build his ability to take a hit, the master would jab his body with a red-hot iron rod, tempering his flesh and skin inch by inch. Next came close combat training, where his face was punched relentlessly by the master, leaving him completely defenseless. For lunch, he could only gulp down a nauseating seafood nutrient shake just to maintain his stamina. The most brutal part was the finger training. The master told him to pick a finger, and he chose the one that symbolized friendship. Yet when the true test arrived, harsh reality still hit him hard. 6 months flew by, and the man finally developed serious skills. His skin had been conditioned to an extreme level. He could lie on a bed of nails without a single scratch and smash bricks with his bare hands. Finally, when he pierced through the last wooden board with his finger, his entire training was complete. On the way to prison, the scrawny inmates trembled and prayed silently, while he remained completely unfazed. A hulking guy next to him tried to intimidate him, but got taken down in a single move, rolling on the ground screaming in pain. After entering his cell, his gray-haired cellmate, thinking he was weak, hogged the top bunk and refused to budge. Without a second word, the man delivered a powerful kick that shattered the bed frame. Instantly overwhelmed by this terrifying strength, the old inmate became his loyal follower and gave him a friendly warning: never mess with the giant in the prison, a man standing 6 feet tall and weighing over 500 pounds. Hearing this, instead of backing down, he publicly challenged the giant right then and there. The whole prison went crazy. Everyone thought he was insane and gathered around, eagerly waiting for a show. The giant roared that he'd teach him a lesson, but within just a few moves, the man snapped 3 of his fingers and completely subdued him. Following that, one heavy punch knocked out the leader of the white gang. From that moment on, no one in the prison dared to mess with him again. He became the absolute ruler of the prison. He laid down an iron rule: zero violence. Anyone who broke the rules would be dealt with personally. Gradually, the divides of race and religion faded away, and the inmates actually ended up living in a peaceful, harmonious life. So here is the question. If 6 months of relentless training could give you this level of unstoppable strength, would you commit to half a year of hardcore practice?